Well, my name is Sally Mills. I was born in 1967 in rural North Wales, where I became completely passionate about wildlife and natural history, and besotted with birds. And that has kind of fueled, determined my life to date, really. I'm now lucky enough to live in Somerset in southwest England in the UK, and with my partner Melvin we run a small horticultural business, providing fruit and vegetables for the local communities and local businesses. But through my main career has been dominated by nature conservation, and I worked for the RSPB for over 25 years out on their nature reserves. And this not only enabled me to do my best for wildlife and for birds, but it also meant that I got to see many different parts of the UK, from Devon to East Anglia to Gloucestershire. But it also enabled me to visit different parts of the world. And probably the highlight of my conservation career had to be when both of us managed to secure a job managing a reed island nature reserve in the Seychelles. Now, a reed is probably one of the most prestigious island nature reserves in the world. It's only a mile long by a quarter of a mile wide, but it's still home to over 1 million seabirds. It provides nesting opportunities for hawksbill and green turtles on its south-facing beach. The ground is literally crawling with crabs. It's got over it's got the world's highest density of lizards, with over 1 per square metre, but with no electricity or running water. It's almost completely it is completely run by the wildlife that uses it. And being on a reed nature reserve was a complete privilege, and one we were given the opportunity to be wardens there for 2 years, and it's an experience that will stay with me forever. And as it so happens, both that and my love of nature conservation has fueled all my creative and particularly my literary work to date. Well, my latest book is the Island to Island photograph collection. It's basically a compilation of 180 photographs, both black and white and colour, which tell the story of the time that we spent over in the tropics and managing a reed island. However, it was born from my debut novel, which was published 12 months ago, Island to Island, from Somerset to Seychelles. And that novel literally tells the experience that we had while living on a remote tropical island in the middle of a vast Indian Ocean. Originally, when we went to a reed, I planned to produce a nature diary. I wanted to follow what happened to the wildlife through the seasons and illustrate it as an artist by trade. That was my main aim, was to use those artistic skills to be able to demonstrate what life was like out there living with such fantastic wildlife. Not only does a reed have over 1 million seabirds, it has so many species that are endemic to the Seychelles that you don't see anywhere else. So like the Seychelles magpie robin, the Seychelles blue pigeon, the Seychelles warbler, and it's just such a rare opportunity to be able to spend your days, your life, cohabiting with such rare wildlife. The photograph collection was completely inspired by my debut novel, Island to Island. Originally, like I say, I wanted to illustrate a nature diary, but because of the events that unfolded, because of the drama that kind of evolved from life on a small island with just 6 other people, but with no modern conveniences, it became apparent to me that I needed to record it, I needed to share it, and I needed to be able to tell the story of our unique experience that so many people wouldn't get the opportunity to see and to have. And so that's how the novel came about. And as a result of the novel, when it was published, many readers said to me, well, could we see the photographs, the illustrations that tell the story? We'd love to see the images. And I gave a number of illustrated talks, and again the same response from people to say, we'd just love to see the photographs behind this. And I approached the publishers, and they were keen, and it seemed a shame to leave all those digital images stuck on a computer somewhere that nobody would ever get to see. And so putting together a compilation of photographs was, well, it was a pleasure. It was a lovely thing to do. And in addition to the photographs, the collection also has snippets of the text that are taken from the novel, and it also has watercolour illustrations. And this means that as a book, it gives the readers of Island to Island depth and further insight to what life was like, but also for people who are new to the story, who haven't read the novel, can still follow the chain of events that happened during our time over in this very special place. So it's kind of provides depth, but it also provides a new insight. I suppose in a way there wasn't an awful lot of research that went into the photograph collection, because most of the research was done via, first of all, for the novel. But that said, the novel was really fueled by the very detailed diary that I kept when I was over on a Reed Island. To be honest, with very little nighttime entertainment, there was no electricity or running water, so that meant we relied on a generator for electricity, and many times that generator failed, so it was often nights without lights and nights without any modern convenience. And so a battery powered laptop was a godsend in terms of being able to express yourself, to occupy yourself, and to be able to take advantage of the time that you get so rarely, to be able to record the happenings and start the foundations of what was to become my debut novel. Writing for me, and all creative aspects, whether it be from drawing, painting or writing, it provides me complete escapism. It provides me with a completely different life to my main job, which is as a horticulturalist now, and previously in nature conservation. It's just somewhere that I get completely embroiled in. Writing whisks me away to another world. It fulfills a gap that I think I didn't realise there was. When you develop a career, obviously, hopefully to earn enough pennies to exist, it becomes all consuming, and as a result my creative side took a back seat, and now I'm managing to combine both. It's just a dream come true. And I mean, working with the publishers has just been one highlight after another. It's just been a series of highs, of meeting new people, meeting new authors, getting reacquainted with old friends. It's just been such a refreshing and exhilarating experience. I just find it completely compelling. I could recommend it. It's fantastic. I think the main piece of advice is very simple. If you want to write a book, you can. Don't ever feel that your story is not worth telling. Don't ever feel that you're not good enough to articulate it. Throw away all those inhibitions, all those misconceptions about how difficult it is to write a book. If you want to do it, you can. I would say throw everything at it, go for it, and become completely immersed in it. And the main thing is, enjoy it. Enjoy the whole process. Enjoy the writing, the publishing, the marketing, and then obviously ultimately the selling and the sharing. It's fantastic. Well, both books, Island to Island the novel and both Island to Island and the photograph collection, will be available or are available from the publishers, Cranthorpe Millner. They're available from myself. Best way is through my website, which is www.somersetmacaw.com. That's Somerset, MACAW.com. And they are also available through all the major retailers, such as the likes of Amazon and Waterstones, and they'll be available through a certain number of local bookshops. And I certainly hope that you manage to catch up with one or both of them. And don't forget, look out for the sequel, which is soon to be hot on their heels. Many thanks, and I hope you enjoy them. Bye-bye.